And apparently we have ourselves a game.
Yeah, well, let's get this third map going. Of course, MIBR against Endgame, and it's gonna be going all the way. It is Kizza and Little Z with a little bit of utility right in their hands. Already a smoke used there onto Xbox to get a bit of free range over towards middle, and it isn't contested at all. CTs are sitting on the opposite sides of the map completely, and now they have free range. They can swing right into B, and yeah, there's a bit of a flash going by, but right in the back of the corner, they don't get blinded, but they also can't hit the kills, so with that, the retake would have to come through.
Yes, and we bragged a lot about the retake capabilities of MIBR, but we haven't seen the same caliber coming out of Endgame. And of course, it's been the B side. I think it's just fair for Flix to go and save her Kevlar, her kit, and that one flashbang into the second round. A nice opening for MIBR, and very convincing start to Dust2.
First round secured. The Flix does have the kit. Kevlar saved over, also flashbang. And it was actually Anders during the LAN finals who was making a very good point. And it doesn't happen a lot of times, but even if you've lost a round and then you are gonna have a very minimal buy, just buy up a flashbang. I mean, now they have a little bit more utility even to work with, but just a single flashbang could make or break a deal, and it could actually, well, if you're CT, keep the T's at bay, and if you're T's, it could help you get a couple of extra frags entering a site. Just opens things up, even with pistols in hand.
Yeah, it's a minimal investment, right? $200, and these pistols that we have in CSGO, they're not bad. They are capable of doing a lot of damage, and of course that damage is easier to do against an enemy who is blinded and cannot really fire back.
Oh, Scout! Ooh, a little bit of damage.
A little bit of damage, and now there's both Arcania and Littles are definitively in one-shot range of these pistols. Those pesky pistols, and you're gonna see the push comes out. Nami, are you gonna peek out here? A little gap in the smoke allows for Sophia to find Littles, and they're gonna push up here all together. A triple peek! Or the triple swing.
Oh my goodness, there is no way. Sophia lands herself some nice good shots. She is very low, and she even still has the deagle in hand. She is just going to be trying to go for the headshot. It does land a tag, but it's not a headshot. And with that, Kizza can pick up the last kill. But again, you know, we were saying pistols and some utility around it. Who knows what it can do? But of course, it wasn't necessarily just the bare pistols and a single flashbang. It was a force buy. So with that Endgame, they're out in money still, and they would have to full eco this one to actually have a proper buy up next.
Oh, they're gonna be pushing into lower tunnels. A couple of players. Did Arcania manage to spot them though? That is the big question. A very passive hold here from her in mid, and then also finds one, finds two, and oh my god, and this is a Galil spray down, ladies and gentlemen. This should be illegal.
Eco frags!
Oh, brilliant. I cannot for the life of me spray down with a Galil in that fashion. Could help a little bit that the endgame players didn't have much of head Kevlar, but still, brilliant. And Littles made a first things off with taking out Sophia. Do we get the replay here? Oh, but this, it's so brilliant. It's so beautiful. And then the last one onto Flix as well. Nom nom nom.
Yeah, well, MIBR, of course, now with 3 on the board, lots of money, and even Little Z and Josie and Akina can remain. Oh! And continue with a bit of a bonus as, well, a bit of a mist smoke. It bounced right at the lamppost. Well, at least, it changed the plan. Now, all 5 of them here in tunnels. And it is Endgame that is just waiting a little bit to see what they're going to be doing. Instantly a Molotov. And well, it will be burning. The smoke might be a bit late. And now, finally a trade. But again, the backup has arrived. And this is so far a pretty solid hold by Endgame. And that was just on the back of a single piece of utility.
Yeah, and 4 versus 2 here, retake. This should be doable for Endgame. Oh, but you have to go together. You cannot allow these MIBR players to get these 1v1 duels. Oh my god, what a shot from Shisha. Only Leflex left here with the AWP. There is absolutely no way she is going to be able to do this, and she recognizes that herself as well, and she's going to try to run away, try to save the AWP into next round, but oh my! What a fabulous hold there from the MIBR players, and another one on the board for them.
Very solid one. And this is the way they need to bounce back. And it was a bit of a rough one initially, but great recovery. Now, Little Z, it does have the AWP in hand, and this is what we like to see. Leflix as well, of course, but this is gonna be a bit of the battle of the AWP. Oh, even while blind, Leflix just out of muscle memory does hit a tag onto Josie, but not a kill. But it certainly has made it known where that AWP is playing.
Yeah,
you can instantly see the going go to be.
They're gonna pop out, smoke onto Xbox, just to try to lure out a little bit of reaction from the CTS. Sophia, she spots the shoulder. Tata is gonna play up close and personal with the Deagle. She's gonna get taken out, and they're both falling. Naomi ain't gonna be doing much with the Deagle either. So your point was a very solid point, Vilas. They spotted the AWP on long. The Flix, they know where she is, they know where the weapon is, and they are quick to rotate off towards that B side simply to avoid walking into her crosshair.
Yeah, with that, they were hoping that the AWP could have a little bit more impact, which is going to be denied. Great play. Ooh, a little Z perhaps right there, right at the end. So make it even more costly for Endgame, and that's now 5 in a row. A fairly similar affair to what we saw on Vertigo, where they were winning. Let me just grab back my nose, because they won a lot of rounds in a row, and it was scary.
It was a lot of rounds in a row, indeed. It was like
8 in a row. Yeah.
8 rounds, and that was on T-side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, if MIBR can do it again, who knows? Endgame definitely need to have an answer ready.
I don't think Josie spotted the push into lower tunnels there. I think she just managed to time it. Some very fast aggression early into lower tunnels from Endgame, which is kind of a smart move to do, as MIBR has been favoring to head on to long, at least take early map control there. And look at the positioning of Endgame. They are going to be swarming. They're all they should be all 5 players ready and waiting. Tata, she's gonna be pushing up top mid. See, they're still not quite 100% sure that it is long. They have a couple of players on short. Sophia on here in elevator. Still have one player left trying to cover off towards B, but the push is gonna come in here and they're just gonna swing on them. City is not smoked.
Well, they're definitely gonna be using their time here. And at that same moment, the Molotov fades on short. Perhaps the moment for Nami to peek. That's actually good nade on Zarakina. Oh, but a flashbang and they can peek off the back of that. Oh, actually, she does grab another one. They were a little bit slow. But nonetheless, MIBR, yeah, do take it. Perhaps it could have been a little bit more clean.
Oh,
But-
on the, yeah, a little bit more clean. But on the replay, this is so smart, you know, because normally when you're gonna push towards the site, you will do that with the 2 smokes that's very close, so you can cross city spawn and like safely. But instead, we have MIBR opting to flash it and go for the duels, go for the fight there, and clear it out, and it worked out beautifully.
Finds 2 now. Leaving eventually now just Tata with her pistol. Actually, she might be able to catch players here as they try and sneak into tunnel, but great flashbang. And that's the thing, you know, even if they are up against a lesser buy, they use the utility well, knowing that behind a single wall could be an enemy, so you don't want to be taking any risks. And with that, MIBR winning cleanly, and now I feel like we're breathing the same air of Vertigo. Very similar affair. They seem to be in control, not letting too much pressure get into their heads. And just the way they take sides with are again very nice to watch.
Explosive. This is the MIBR we are used to saying, but they're not scared to slow it down either. But when they hit, they hit hard. Gonna slow things down here again. They have established long control. And look at ENDGAME. Look at their position. They have 2 players in T-spawn. The rest of the ENDGAME players are here on the site trying to defend Arkinia. Littles. Not much for ENDGAME to do here. Arkinia also takes out a buy, and then the bomb is going to be planted.
And there's so little money for endgame. This will have to be yet again another save. And well, with that, we actually have a deja vu of Vertigo. MIBR winning 8 rounds in a row. Then endgame was able to bounce back, but I'm not too sure. Well, I think perhaps with a loss bonus, the rest are able to buy. But it still won't be the most optimal one. And now, Tata's trying to hold on. Setting a suicide. MIBR, they can just go for a hunt. Checking all the angles. Slowly getting into T-spawn territory. Ooh, Tata! Oh,
She just manages to live. So what MIBR is doing, they are taking long control. Then they've been doing this a couple of rounds now. Taking long control and then just slowing things down. Not moving until they decide it is time to go quick or go home. Endpoint on the end game, on the other hand, they have been very, I would say, very doing a lot of funky things. They have pushed together into lower tunnels. If you saw them last round, they were in T-spawn with a couple of the players. But what they struggle with doing is to find an answer when MIBR is coming out fast and quick. Sophia, she's gonna get tested here. Look at this. It's just so brilliant. It is so good. Littles and Josie. Now they have control of the B side. Josie's gonna go up here very close. She's gonna want to get some more done. Decides that it is not necessary as they have the B side. They have the one down. And now the retake attempt from Endgame.
Well, I almost have no words. Endgame had players' advantage there. And even with MIBR being pretty heavily teched up, I mean, it was also on the back of not having the most amount of utility. And there was a good initial flashbang trying to blind the players, but then Little Z coming right up. And yeah, MIBR, they stay in control, and this looks perhaps to be even more dominant than Vertigo. Now, already so much money. Little Z, almost max money. Can you believe it?
Almost 16k in the bank. Yeah, and as the endgame players are spot. Oh, can she hit this shot now? The Flix has to fall back from that positioning. And this is something that MIBR has been doing brilliantly and most excellent when they are thinking that they are up against Ecos, and they spread out more. They cover. They are waiting for aggressive pushes from the cities. I see them running up short. Naomi cannot quite connect with her shots. And Sophia. Oh, that's a good one. Shisha is down. Not going to be looking to recover the AK either. Just gonna try to search out if she can't find any more frags, but is being pushed. Arkinia from all the way down in middle takes her out. Did you see that cool little Molo lineup from was it Littles from Long? Were you Molo?
Yeah.
The short entrance.
It was really nicely done. And again, I mean, not just that Molotov, but MIBR is every. Oh, well, that's a nice opening. But the utility game of MIBR is very solid. You know, they use all their pieces wisely, and they seem to have like a game plan. And okay, maybe now things go a little bit more south. Maybe we've jinxed it a little bit, but Akina is holding on. There's also a nice nade on onto her in return.
Maybe that is what they needed to get an opening, to get the entry. Now, this though, it's going to be very, very dangerous if they're going to allow MIBR to get control of B bomb site once again. Sophia has to find something here. Fully flashed, takes out Josie, takes out Arkinia, and is she gonna finish things off here as well? No. Yes, she did. She did. That is something I would have to see again. Replay machine, roll, clip. She gets all three. She gets Josie, then she gets Arkinia, then she takes out. Here, look at. She gets the shot off right before she dies in the Volo. That's the 4K for Sophia and.
Well,
first round on the board for Endgame.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, I do like Endgame were taking a very aggressive approach towards long there, knowing that MIBR like to take it. But the flashbang missed a little bit. It actually blinded Vi, and that was the opportunity for MIBR to grab up that kill for free. Now suddenly they have an advantage. The CTs instantly have to play back from the side again. And yeah, they were hoping for they themselves to get a player advantage, but it is gonna go the way of MIBR so far. And well, they still have a lurker over in the tunnel area, forcing out a little bit of utility over towards that side. And now with CT smoked, well, endgame, they might not be completely fooled by it because it is Hata who has pushed all the way from middle, who was actually looking to get into long doors, but perhaps it was a bit too much of a risk. Oh no, and it's gonna be about the timings over towards long, and actually Kiza, who was all the way there, still coming, rotating from B, grabs that kill onto Tata, and with that, it is MIBR that is still here in the lead. At least a good kill now here on the site. But MIBR is set for after plant. Well, if they actually do plant the bomb.
Yet.
Well,
Nami is,
almost.
Nami is in such a good position, but they know exactly where she is. She cannot get anything more done. And now, Sophia. Oh, a little bit jiffy there. What was it? 20 seconds left on the clock? And the MIBR players look to be a little bit like stressed how to clear out her from the position and find a solution. But they managed to do it in the end. And that was a roller coaster of a round, Vildas.
For sure. I thought for a second Tata had a good idea because she was pushing all the way from top mid into, well, close to long doors, and perhaps she didn't hear a sound cue and she thought there wasn't anyone, so she backed off again. And at the same time, the lurker from MIBR caught her off guard. Well, it's a rough timing. And now, well, endgame, you still have a bit of a half buy going on. They could make it costly, especially LaFlix with a deagle. Hello. MIBR, what is happening?
Now we are talking, and Nami finishing things off, and this, look at that, that was very, very interesting. I think endgame, they finally got rewarded for those pushes that they've been having into B, into upper B and lower B tunnels. Gonna get the replay of this is Vi, who has the only M4, and look at this beautiful shots here by LaFlix, and this is brilliant from Tata. She is just swinging out at 5-7, takes down one more, and now things are a little bit more interesting. That's 2 at least on the board for endgame. And early on, they are denying the long control for MIBR. And that is where MIBR has had the most success so far on their T side. It's when they've established that long control quite early. And you see, they still want to take it, only delayed this time. And it is Sophia who is lying here ready and waiting. Good smoke onto the corner that will deny her position, and Vi, she has to go big, gets 2 quick ones. Can she do more? No. Oh!
Well, that is a bit of a spray down. And suddenly it shifts and favors MIBR here again. Oh, does LaFlix. She does stay. Oh, she burns a little bit. And actually, I think that's a sound cue for MIBR to work with. But the boost still comes through nonetheless. But again, another Molotov right beneath their feet, making it super difficult to try and hang on. Now a good tag onto LaFlix. So with that, they know a position. And they can swing off the back of that. And MIBR bounce back after endgame winning 2 rounds in a row. But it was, man, these openings as well. I mean, it is endgame having very solid IDs, but they struggle trying to hold on.
Yeah, it was a brilliant setup. Nice setup with open the long corner and Vi anti-flash playing up close. But then after those initial players fall, when the actual push comes into the site, it seems like endgame is just stressing a little bit. Of course, Arcunia with finding 4 frags and a couple through the smoke even. It was quite good. But endgame, they need to find some sort of a solution to this long push by MIBR. Maybe this is it. They have two players advantage. They have a Vi who has pushed all the way up suicide. There are 3 players here, 2 ops on the site. Is this going to be it? Shisha! Brilliant opening by her. Leflix. She's gonna try to play a little bit around that smoke. MIBR, they have slowed things down completely. It's a standoff here. Oh.
Oh, suddenly, just a 2-on-2. Ooh. Well, they spot the CTs. Oh, they even are trying to get out of the site, go towards B perhaps instead. And actually, yeah, Arcadia can get away, but not on, or not exactly for free. And now, they might catch each other here right into CT. Arcadia, ooh. A bit of a misspray. It actually tags them up very low. But, well, with that, of course, now it is halftime break, and we would have to find out what will happen, because anything is still up for grabs.
I'm up high, breathing in the light, bringing me to life. And I feel
Welcome back, everybody. 12-3 at the moment is the scoreline, and MIBR have done one hell of a job here already on Dust2. Now, it is the turn for Endgame. Try and see if they can change things around. Pistol round is going to be crucial if they want to have a good shot. And similar like on Vertigo, they had a good couple of rounds there in the second half, even though they were in quite a deficit. But it definitely deemed to be a tough job to actually get back into it. Perhaps now on Dust2, it could be a bit of a different affair.
A bit of a different affair, yes. Could be just the fact that Dust2 in this region is favoring the T side, the more, the aggressor. How, looking at it, it is for definitively potential for the young roster of Endgame to get something done. Oh, but Littles, she starts things off strong. Oh, Papa can smell her. Takes her out, and now 4 versus 4, and the bomb is going to be planted.
It is a beautiful boost, though. Also, at the same time, a great counter flashbang to deal with the CT's trying to peek here, but 1-4-1 trades do come through, and suddenly, oh my goodness, the headshots start to line up, and Vi and Nami grab the last final blows, and this round was definitely needed for Endgame. Of course, they have nice money now in the bank on the back of that bomb being planted, some kills going their way, and of course, the round 1.
The round 1, and hopefully they are going to be able to convert this into a second one. A little bit of a force fire out from MIBR now, and they have left the B site completely uncontested. So the question is, Arcania, she finds Leflix through the smoke, and now this is the moment that I have been so excitedly waiting for. How MIB Retake are going to attempt to retake B site on Dust2. Gonna have one player coming in from tunnels. The flash comes in. They're gonna be swarming the site.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Again. This is just by the book. Oh, and with that AK, they're able to do a phenomenal job. Okay, there we go. I was a bit startled because there was a player with a kit that didn't end up being the one defusing, but
it definitely looked like MIBR had that retake 100% under control. That was brilliant. So they throw a smoke outside of the door so that they can enter. They have a couple of 3 players pushing on to clear the site, and another trying to clear out the power position. Oh, what a shot though by Naomi! Get the job done, and then they immediately reply, sending a couple of players here out on short to search. Littles is going to be taken quite off guard there. Did not expect anyone to be already pushing onto site.
Oh, she now goes down to a Devo. She was the one trying to contest there for the site, at least though. Coming in from the choke. MIBR tries to hold on. But all of a sudden, it has become a little bit dangerous. Now, Josie left to clutch 1 versus 4. She did drop the bomb over there towards middle. That's a good tag onto Vi. Now, if she can individualize these fights, she can hang on. Now, Vi left with 32 HP, but Josie herself has taken a large hit. Vi has now also picked up the bomb. And I'm not sure if Josie hears the footsteps, but I think soon she will realize that bomb is gone. Now, Vi will be planting. Oh my goodness. Actually, I think she is going to be very exposed here. Ooh, can just escape.
Oh, the nade.
The nade might cost her.
Oh,
Rosie, that's nicely done.
Whoa.
She is so happy, and I mean, rightfully so.
She's waving to the camera as well. No. What a brilliant moment. Absolutely amazing. Whew. I am a bit breathless. That was such a roller coaster to watch. The
Oh my
replay here of the final day. The flash comes out, turns for the flash, and just gets grenaded.
And that was a 1 versus 4. I mean, technically, Endgame had a lesser buy, so it shouldn't have gone to a 1 versus 4. So actually, MIBR is very lucky.
Of course, that's an excellent point. Very last way that the end game played that round out was beautiful. Managing to get the bomb planter, finding openings in Arcunia. It's gonna get 2. Josie is also here. She pulls out her pistol, and that is the 15th on the board for MIBR. Do or die here in the match for endgame.
Right. Oh, just kills 1 by 1. And it was a round that was super fast as well. You know, very nice and clean, as we like to see from MIBR. And this might be the cleanest map as of yet. After that stumble on Nuke, honestly, I'm not too sure what happened on that one. They certainly have a little bit of rework to be doing over on that map.
I think it's a little bit boiling down to being familiar with your opponent. Look at this. MIBR, they know what they're up against here on Dust2. They know how endpoint and why do I always say that endgame? How they like to play the map, and they have all the answers in their playbook. They know, and they play it so brilliantly, so beautifully. It's confident.
Yeah, just everything executed perfectly to the nail details. And well, single player drop, Sophia blind as well. And of course, I have a good feeling of where she is. Yeah, of course, she's the one that needs to be setting foot on site. The bomb is dropped. The time slowly is taken away.
Yeah, this might be the end.
Oh, yeah, I think so as well. Akina, well, she doesn't even have to do much, just a dry peek. And with that, it is going to be MIBR taking the series. Of course, it went all the way, free mapper. But in the end, they shut them right down after a little bit of some mistakes that happened on Nuke.